We all face moments in life when negative thoughts and self-doubt creep in, casting shadows over our confidence and well-being. These intrusive thoughts can be powerful, affecting our mood, motivation, and overall outlook on life. They often stem from fear, past experiences, or unrealistic expectations we place on ourselves. Imagine a scenario where a project at work doesn't go as planned. Immediately, thoughts like "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never succeed" might start to dominate your mind. These thoughts, though common, are not facts but interpretations influenced by our emotions and inner dialogue. For me, grappling with negative thoughts was a deeply personal journey. There were times when self-doubt felt overwhelming, making it challenging to see past my perceived failures and shortcomings. It was during these moments that I turned to Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches resilience, rational thinking, and emotional balance in the face of adversity. Stoicism, as articulated by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, offers profound insights into managing negative thoughts and self-doubt. At its core is the understanding that our thoughts shape our reality. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This insight underscores the power of our mindset in shaping our experiences and responses to life's challenges. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the distinction between events and our interpretations of those events. Epictetus famously observed, "It is not the things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about these things." This principle invites us to examine our reactions to situations, recognizing that our interpretations can often be more harmful than the events themselves. Let's explore this through an example. Imagine receiving constructive feedback from a colleague on a project you've been working on. Initially, you might feel defensive or discouraged, interpreting the feedback as a personal critique of your abilities. These thoughts can quickly snowball into feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. However, applying Stoic principles allows us to step back and reassess the situation with objectivity. Instead of viewing feedback as an attack on our competence, we can see it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. This shift in perspective empowers us to learn from criticism constructively, rather than letting it fuel negative self-talk. Another powerful Stoic practice involves questioning the validity of our negative thoughts. Seneca advises us that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This wisdom encourages us to challenge the accuracy of our assumptions and beliefs about ourselves. When confronted with a negative thought, such as "I'll never be successful," we can ask ourselves, what evidence supports this belief? Is this thought based on facts or assumptions? By interrogating our thoughts in this way, we begin to dismantle their hold over us, creating space for more rational and empowering perspectives. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of cultivating virtues like courage, resilience, and wisdom in navigating life's challenges. These virtues act as guiding principles, helping us confront adversity with grace and fortitude. For instance, when facing self-doubt, practicing courage means acknowledging our fears while moving forward with conviction and self-belief. Resilience teaches us to bounce back from setbacks, viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to success. Wisdom guides us in making thoughtful decisions, free from the distortions of negative thinking. To integrate Stoic principles into our daily lives, mindfulness and reflection are essential practices. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts without judgment, creating space between ourselves and our emotions. Through reflection, we gain insight into recurring patterns of negative thinking, identifying triggers and developing strategies to manage them effectively. Journaling, meditation, and guided exercises can all support these practices, fostering self-awareness and emotional resilience over time. In conclusion, Stoicism offers a timeless roadmap for overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt, empowering us to lead more fulfilling and purposeful lives. By cultivating a mindset grounded in reason, virtue, and mindfulness, we can transform our inner dialogue and responses to adversity. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it. This profound insight encourages us to harness the power of our thoughts, shaping a reality defined by resilience, courage, and unwavering self-belief. We all experience those moments when negative thoughts start creeping in, planting seeds of doubt and insecurity in our minds. The nagging voice that questions our abilities, worth, and decisions can be incredibly disruptive, impacting all aspects of our lives. If left unchecked, these mental patterns can spiral into anxiety, lack of motivation, and even depression. I know this struggle all too well. There were times when I felt consumed by negative self-talk and crippling self-doubt. It was a constant battle to silence the inner critic and regain my confidence. But then, I discovered the profound teachings of Stoicism. This ancient Greek philosophy provided me with powerful strategies to overcome these challenges. As Marcus Aurelius, the famous Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wisely stated, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." This realization was transformative for me. I began to understand that my negative thoughts were not facts, but mere interpretations that I had the power to change. So, what is the purpose of our journey today? It is to share the timeless Stoic principles to help you deal effectively with negative thoughts and self-doubt. By the end of this exploration, you will be equipped with practical tools and insights to confront these inner battles head-on, reclaiming your inner peace and confidence. But this is not a passive experience. Stay engaged, reflect on these lessons, and actively apply them daily. True transformation occurs through knowledge, consistent action, and practice. With that, let us begin our exploration of the Stoic way of overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt, guided by the wise words of Marcus Aurelius, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." Understanding negative thoughts and self-doubt begins with understanding their nature and impact. To deal with negative thoughts, as Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, wisely stated, "It is not the things themselves that disturb people, but their judgment about these things." Negative thoughts are not inherently bad or wrong. Our minds create interpretation based on our experiences, beliefs, and conditioning. However, when left unchecked, these thoughts can spiral, distorting our perception of reality and undermining our sense of self-worth. For instance, consider a situation where you made a mistake at work. A negative thought might arise, such as, "I'm so incompetent, I'll never succeed in this job." This thought, however, is not a fact but a judgment colored by self-doubt and harsh self-criticism. The impact of such negative self-talk can be far-reaching. It can affect our motivation, decision-making, and overall well-being. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Persistent negative thoughts can drain our energy, cloud judgment, and influence our physical health. Now, let's engage in a brief exercise. Take a moment to reflect on a recent negative thought or moment of self-doubt that you experienced. Please write it down or make a mental note of it. We will revisit this later in our exploration. Understanding the nature and potential consequences of negative thoughts enables us to approach them more objectively. We can recognize them as mere interpretations, not absolute truths, and work towards reframing them more constructively. Remember, as Epictetus taught, it is not the things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about these things. With this awareness, we can break free from negative thoughts and self-doubt, paving the way for a more empowered and fulfilling life. Negative thoughts and self-doubt are common experiences that can significantly impact our emotional well-being and overall quality of life. These thoughts often arise from various sources, including past experiences, societal expectations, and our own inner narratives. They can manifest as self-critical beliefs about our abilities, worthiness, or potential for success. However, with mindfulness, resilience, and practical strategies, we can effectively navigate and overcome these challenges. Imagine a scenario where you're preparing for a job interview. As the date approaches, you begin to doubt your qualifications and suitability for the role. Thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never land this job," start to cloud your mind, triggering anxiety and undermining your confidence. In such moments, it's essential to recognize that these thoughts are not facts, but interpretations influenced by emotions and past experiences. One effective strategy for managing negative thoughts is cognitive reframing, a technique rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Cognitive reframing involves identifying and challenging negative thought patterns, replacing them with more balanced and rational perspectives. For instance, instead of fixating on thoughts of inadequacy before the interview, you can reframe your thinking by focusing on your relevant skills, experiences, and preparation efforts. This shift in perspective can help alleviate anxiety and boost your confidence, enhancing your performance during the interview. Moreover, building resilience is crucial in overcoming self-doubt and adversity. Resilience refers to the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to challenges, and maintain a positive outlook despite difficulties. Resilience is not about avoiding negative emotions, but rather navigating them with strength and perseverance. Practical ways to enhance resilience include developing a support network of friends, family, or mentors who can provide encouragement and perspective during challenging times. Additionally, engaging in self-care activities such as exercise, meditation, or hobbies can promote emotional well-being and strengthen resilience. Mindfulness practices also play a pivotal role in managing negative thoughts and self-doubt. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, observing thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you can cultivate awareness of your inner dialogue and recognize when negative thoughts arise. Instead of getting caught up in these thoughts, you can choose to acknowledge them non-judgmentally and refocus your attention on the present moment. Mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing exercises, body scans, or mindful walking can help center your mind and reduce the intensity of negative thought patterns over time. Furthermore, drawing inspiration from philosophical principles like Stoicism can offer valuable insights into managing self-doubt and negative thoughts. Stoicism encourages cultivating virtues such as courage, wisdom, and resilience in the face of adversity. For example, when encountering self-doubt about a personal goal or decision, practicing courage involves taking action despite feelings of fear or uncertainty. Wisdom guides us in making thoughtful choices based on reason and objective assessment, rather than being swayed by emotional reactions or self-limiting beliefs. Real-life examples of individuals overcoming self-doubt can also inspire and provide practical strategies for navigating similar challenges. Consider the story of an aspiring writer who initially faced rejection and self-doubt in pursuing their passion. Instead of giving in to negative thoughts about their writing ability, they persisted in honing their craft, seeking constructive feedback, and learning from setbacks. Through perseverance and a growth mindset, they eventually achieved success and fulfillment in their writing career. In conclusion, overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt requires a combination of practical strategies, resilience-building practices, and philosophical insights. By reframing negative thought patterns, cultivating resilience, practicing mindfulness, and drawing inspiration from philosophical wisdom, we can effectively manage self-doubt and embrace a more positive and empowered mindset. Remember, self-doubt is a natural